Listening to Vocal for Local, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.
Bit of a different time today, but I'm very glad to be welcoming Mike from HCL Trucking in the studio this morning. How you doing today, Mike?
Good. Yourself, Doug?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Tell us a bit about HCL Trucking. I know you're kind of a big part of HCL Industries as a larger whole, so you kind of have a lot of services you offer, don't you?
Yeah, our mainstay in Fort St. John is trucking, hauling aggregates, sand, gravel, anything pretty much you can put in a truck. We've hauled coal, we've hauled sawdust, demolition material, topsoil, anything like that.
Yeah.
We also have a full-time truck shop that we offer full services, including engine overhauls, tires, CVIP pre-inspections, and just keeping the wheels turning. We also do a little bit of snow removal on the side. We have a loader with a big snow blade, kind of specializing in bigger industrial lots.
Gotcha.
Or hauling snow away, I guess, obviously, as well. But
I see. And this is, I suppose, all kind of for a commercial application or industrial application, right? This isn't really a residential, small-time stuff you're looking at, eh?
Well, we do. I mean, we work with all sorts of big jobs and small jobs. We definitely we started in the residential arena, more with smaller, working with the builders and hauling away fill from excavations for houses, but we're definitely in the oil patch now too, helping in the construction fields and that, drilling, hauling waste cuttings away, and that kind of stuff. So
wow, okay, so if there's a job to be done, you'll do it.
We'll do it. 100%.
Well, let's talk about you for a second, Mike. We were talking right before we went to air here. You've owned HCL Trucking for 20 years now, something like that.
2026 will be our 20th year. Yeah.
There you go. Wow. So did you start this company then?
We did, yeah. My wife and I, we kind of ventured out. I used to be actually in aviation, and I was gone a lot, and my wife said... after about the fifth kid, she said, "You better find a different job or find a different wife." So I found something that was a little bit more at home.
Yeah, you had a motivation to stay
motivation.
home. Yeah, gotcha.
So glad to say we're still happily married. So that's good. And
good stuff.
Yeah. I guess motivation for getting into business, I grew up on a dairy farm actually east of town. My grandparents immigrated from Switzerland because they wanted to own a farm, and they couldn't do that in Europe, and it was unattainable. So they came for the Canadian dream, a dream that they could come, work hard, and do something great. And they did. They had a very successful farm. And so I guess that was kind of always part of my DNA, was that entrepreneurial spirit. And now we're running a fleet of 14 trucks. A good portion of those are owner-operators, so it's kind of the same kind of spark, I think, for a lot of people, is owning a piece of equipment and running it well.
Because, I mean, owner-operators, that's their own business.
That's their own business,
subcontracting to you, I suppose.
Yeah, they operate under our umbrella. We have an exceptional team. I can't say enough about that. From office staff to mechanics to drivers with hundreds of years of experience put all together, it makes for a fun crew to run. So
wonderful. I want to ask you for a second about aviation. Was that something you were also like in business for yourself before, or was that you were working?
No, mostly I started with Peace Helicopters in Peace River, and then my last stint was actually with Bailey Helicopters out of Fort St. John, and then Airborne Energy Solutions as well. So
do you find you miss that sometimes now?
Definitely the fall time. That was definitely a highlight for flying.
Right, just what a time! I imagine.
So beautiful, yeah, and just seeing wildlife and game from the air. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome.
For sure.
All right. Well, as you said, 20 years now of HCL Trucking coming up next year. If someone has a problem they want to solve that they think they need a truck for, or is just wanting more information, Tell us a bit about how they can get in touch with you if they'd like to know more.
We're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook. You can look us up on the web, www.hclindustries.com, or probably the best way to get some action is just call us. Dispatch line is 250-261-8555.
All right. Quick and simple. Mike, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Join us next Thursday for the next edition of Vocal for Local, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op. If you have a small business and would like to be featured for free, call us at 787-7100 or email reception@moosefm.ca.
Do you love newsletters? I know you do. I've got a few that I get in my inbox every morning, and Moose FM